Right, so I know I said like I wanted to avoid doing like reaction uploads and stuff like that. I felt like it was important to really like go back and show my reaction to learning about the whole Taiga shit, the whole Taiga situation, because people were kind of thrown off a little bit about my offhanded comment in my recent video, my recent like Nux Taku video. So here's my reaction to learning about Bungo Taiga and that whole drama shit. So enjoy learning about that. Somehow find some enjoyment about learning about that disgusting shit. Denouncing will be better for us. Well, I don't know. Well, how useful is that going to be? Like, Taiga denounces that they went out of their way to commission NSFW Shotokan artwork of their character and then post it on their community page. Like, it's a hard pill to swallow. That like, oh, okay, Taiga's just a misunderstood character. Like, I don't know how you can misunderstand that. Honestly, Taiga's disgusting as fuck, yeah. And apparently, it gets worse.
There is a DM where Taiga is speaking to someone who uncovered a minor posting lewds in their Discord channel. Taiga asks for these lewds, and when the user states it's a 17-year-old, in response, Taiga says, FFS, who cares? Right. I was
why would you say that? I now realizing, like, hold on, it just clicked in my head. The person was 17, Taiga was 19. It's not, okay, it's not the worst thing in the world, but like, god damn, dude, like, you cannot be asking a 17-year-old to be transmitting that kind of fucking material because it's fucking child porn. You can't be asking for it. It gets worse. Bruh, a server I'm a mod in, a lewd poster turned out to be under 18, but he's friends with the owner, so I need to go through 20 pages of nudes, deleting them individually. Bruh, for fuck's sake, send me the... So, wait, so Taiga doesn't even know that this person's 17. That is not a joke. That is a sly little that's, you know what that is? That's not a joke. That's a sly little, like, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, you know, haha, send him though. Haha, lol, XD. Totally a joke, but not really. There's a hint of seriousness to it, actually. It gets worse.
Having seen the images that were commissioned by Taiga, that private investigator confirmed were commissioned by Taiga, I find it insanely suspect that private investigator did not explain exactly what those images fucking were. This Taiga person really cares. Really cares about precise use of terminology. From this point on, I will be calling Taiga a toddler or baby con. A toddler con. However, in no way, shape, or form are any of the characters drawn like or are meant to represent actual children, and it is absurd to make such claims.
What? How do you... He said it looked like a toddler. Like, there's no mistake. How does it... Okay.
And so I have curated 2 examples that I think are safe to illustrate why people call them drawings of little boys. Exhibit A potentially entirely innocent
fuck?
Picture. Even uncropped, it's a kid.
No, that is fucked up. What the fuck, dude?
I would never condone the victimization of children.
Dude, it's always, why is it always kids? Why do they have to be kids? If you want to be into pissing and fucking diapers and shit, why does it have to be babies and children? What the fuck is wrong with you? Actually like kids? Not real kids, no. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I won't tell on you, blank. I'm not into kids, are you? I don't like real boys or girls, no. They're too annoying. Anime kids are hot as fuck, though. I want to be one and love one. Little boys in animes are just so precious. I was gonna say, yeah, the harmful opinions is made a video on Taiga, and apparently, like, I mean, this is like, I guess it's like a short little stream VOD where he's like watching the Rev Says Desu video, which I'm not giving Rev a view, so I'm just gonna watch it through him. But yeah, like he made this like 4 days ago. I never watched it. But I guess it's like a brief overview of Taiga and their fucking shit that they went through. And then now, like a day ago, Harmful Opinions made a video on Taiga basically saying, I hate Taiga. So it sounds like he found something about Taiga that nobody knows about. And I'm fucking curious because, like, I don't like Taiga, but I don't hate them. They did the one Shotokan commission shit, which is fucking disgusting. But other than that, they're just kind of obnoxious.
I don't feel bad about this guy being called a pedophile.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Oh, because he saw the commission.
We're not talking.
No, yeah, the commission is fucking disgusting. The commission that Taiga did was fucking... That was nasty fucking shit.
Damn, looks kind of young. We're talking like... That's a toddler. It is all cartoon stuff, so it is.
When you describe it like that, I've
children.
only seen the like someone cropped it in their video. They only showed like the face. I didn't see like the. I just it just looked bad.
Now, Taiga does make some content that is lewder, but it is nothing close to full-on nudity or explicit.
Well, I mean, like they like when you because the thing with Taiga is like when you push the fucking line over and over and over and over and over again, you're like oh, it's not explicitly NSFW, it's not explicitly SNFW, but it's pretty damn close to it. It's pretty damn close to it. Eventually, YouTube's gonna be like, you need to fucking stop. Like you actually need to stop. Like this is like we can't allow this. So I'm perfectly okay with them being banned. I mean, you push the rules. YouTube sees exactly what the fuck you're doing, okay? You push the rules enough, they're gonna be like, fuck you, get off our website. Like you're obviously playing around on purpose. Fuck.
Explicit sexual content. In fact, the type of content he makes is very common in the VTubing scene among channels that don't get their
But they're not as
channel
explicit
taken
as
away.
Taiga.
Like
Taiga's very explicit.
When is this gonna be me? I've already VTubed before. I used a PNG of an egg. We are going to get an example of the kind of Taiga. Like, you might be able to say, if you're going to say they do stuff that's in line with the other channels, I think it's totally safe. You're throwing your hat in. Show me an example of something that's kind of risque, but you think is safe. Show it.
Morpie was a streamer woman who was, was that streamer woman who was pushing the nudity angle? Oh, right.
To me.
this.
No, Taiga wasn't doing that. It's just Taiga was very sexually explicit. I mean, maybe not like very sexually explicit, but like they were borderline explicit, but we're still in that like implicit territory. But they kept pushing the fucking line over and over and over again.
Unfortunately, his appeal to this decision,
like it's almost
would
like
be
shit
rejected
Females does
on July 2nd.
And
wait, what happened? Could it be that word femboy or fembro be sexualized then? No, not inherently, because all femboy is just a subculture, right? It's just like, oh, it's like feminine dudes. Like it's not entirely. It's not. It. The community in general is like very sexual, but like it really ultimately depends on like how you express that. Like how you express, you know, the whole femboy aesthetic or whatever the fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. What are they screaming about? But yeah, ultimately it just depends on like how you're expressing that.
Who knows the impact of the structure and who's in charge of making these decisions? How high up does it go? You know, not crazy.
And to make the situation even worse,
hey, maybe sometimes it sucks, but I feel like this is an angle of criticism that is something that will never really be fixed.
Yeah. I mean, like my thing is like just YouTube's rules are very inconsistent, but as long as you stay within a margin, you should be pretty fucking okay. I stay within a margin. Like YouTube, like I got a warning on my channel for banning a kid out of my chat because we were talking about an adult topic, right? Like like it's stupid, but I play within the margin. I play within the margin enough where I don't have to worry about getting banned or anything like that. You know, YouTube's rules like slip up every now and then. That's fine. But Taiga was like overtly like pushing the fucking line. And then they got shocked when they finally got banned. It's like, what do you fucking mean? Like, what are you talking about? What?
worse, shortly after that, Taiga's official Twitter account would be suspended. Now, looking at everything going on, clearly there's some false reports, and over the years, Taiga...
Not to me. That's your judgment. I have no idea what this Taiga person has done or what they do. Are you going to show me?
...has amassed a lot of harassers, including some stalkers. Now, why does this
all happen? The stalker is true.
Those are intertwined with a series of false allegations that Taiga was facing. False allegations that accused him of grooming someone. Now, those have been since debunked and also Taiga exonerated. However, during the time...
I don't even know if they were fully debunked, to be honest. Like, the video I saw basically said, like, oh, it was, like, unfounded claims, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not true, right? Like... I'm not entirely sure what to think about the whole Discord thing, but I guess we're about to find out.
Of that exoneration, and also after he was exonerated, a lot of people in the VTubing scene continued to spread these false allegations and to slander Taiga. Now, there's been
a false grooming accusation and exoneration entirely contained in your skull. May I see it?
multiple people in the VTubing scene who are responsible for a lot of the damage.
This seems like a dumb choice. Seems like you're implicitly on the side of Taiga. Taiga is the wronged individual. You're describing things that have been done that suck for them as being cruel, empathy-inducing language, cruelty inflicted upon this individual. It would help me feel for this person if I knew what the actually happened rather than a general description.
Damage done.
We got 16 minutes though. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
To Taiga's reputation, we're first gonna look at.
Yeah, but what about the other femboys that made voiceovers over the memes? What will happen to us? We will go down the same way as Taiga did. I mean, as long as you're not as long as they're not sexual, as long as they're not like overtly sexual, or like you're cropping porn in the thumbnails, or like Taiga does, or you're fucking as long as you're not doing shit like that, and you're not pushing the fucking line, you should be fine. Like, but if you are being like, if you are like deliberately like, making explicit or like sexually implicit, heavily implicit content, then you should expect to get banned. I'm not going to report you for it, but like, you shouldn't be shocked if YouTube decides to smite down your channel.
Falsely believed a few months ago that she could stream a nude VTuber.
I love how fucking hilarious it is that like fucking like lolicon people think they have some appeal to like the anti-woke crowd or the cancel culture crowd. It's like, of all people to be canceled, it's literally you. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Jesus Christ.
Model on Twitch where she would eventually.
Yeah, okay, sounds like a loser, but the way it's listed out have we hit the side of YouTube where there are all these orthodoxies where it's like, she was involved in the Hogwarts harassment campaign? Is that like she involved herself in the pogroms? But would it
be temporarily suspended? But on top of that, she has had it out for Taiga for years. She has been harassing and slandering Taiga.
For what?
Harassing.
For why?
Because every time you or your followers post about me, accuse me of things that are false, or just keep bringing up the situation. It forces me to have to keep bringing up the facts and the very screenshots you keep trying to in public people being talked about. Harassment, I don't think I'm going to be convinced of harassment. Okay. Slander, maybe, if you show me it's false. Although I guess here it would be libel. To be hyper-autistic. But still, yeah, libel, slander, bad. When we're talking about a public figure with a media presence being talked about, that's not the same as pestering someone.
I feel like that's the thing, what happens when people grow their audience and they grow in size. They become a lot more braver and brazen about, certain positions that they might have.
Who's a private individual with an expectation of privacy, right?
For years. And you can see posts, even ones that have recent...
Particularly if the channel by which you are communicating with them or communicating about them is a public platform that they also exist on, right? If this person was like calling them on their phone or something and like bypassing blocks, maybe. This, don't care. The substance of what they say, if it's lies, sure. But harassment, stop it.
Applies as recent as 2023, where she has used what is now debunked evidence to claim that
it's not even you haven't even debunked it yet.
Blacklisted from the
you haven't even debunked it yet.
Also that he is
retard,
some kind of a predator.
Pedophile.
And you can see other members of the VTubing scene jumping on this Friends of Marina, supporting this false narrative about Taiga, and that checks out because as a former...
May I see it? Hey, it could be true. I'll find it a lot easier to believe it if you like show me just quickly. Just be like, they said this, but the evidence was this. Like, just quickly, or even just describe how it was debunked.
From the video, again, from the video that I saw, it's like they weren't founded, right? Like there wasn't, it was claims that Taiga like allowed like pedo shit to happen in their server, or that, that Taiga was like talking sexually knowingly to a kid, but it wasn't like ever verified if that actually did happen.
Maybe we will look at the accusation doc. Maybe what I'll do is like,
I'll have the accusation doc
up. If it's a safe page, I show it, then I hide it from the stream, scroll down, show it, hide it from the stream, scroll down, show it. You know what I mean?
Supporting this false narrative about Taiga, and that checks out because...
Unban the R slur? No, Omegon is not coming back.
Because as a former friend here has commented, apparently at the time Marina for a good period of time, was encouraging her friends to support these slanderous posts about Taiga. And the reason
We
she was doing all
keep
this
asserting
was
that it's
not
slanders,
for
but we have no
justice,
idea
it
if
wasn't
it
for
is.
bringing awareness. It was simply made because she had it out for Taiga. And even after learning that he had been exonerated,
even what
she
for?
kept
Like,
making posts.
How are you covering this situation and being like, this person just has it out for Taiga for no reason? It's like, first of all, I am a vindictive little shit. I will absolutely hold something over someone's head until the day I fucking die. Okay? But I don't do it for no fucking reason. Okay? And I'm sure most people are like that the same way. No one's gonna go after someone like this the way that this person is doing it for no fucking reason at all. There has to be a reason, and they're not saying why. What are we watching? This is Harmful Opinions reacting to Rev's video on Taiga. And apparently, from what it sounds, after this video, there's another follow-up video that Harmful Opinions made on Taiga, where basically he kind of shows off like the fucked up shit that Taiga actually gets up to, and it sounds like it's pretty fucking bad. So I'm actually kind of curious what it is.
Claiming that he is some predator. And when finally confronted with all this stuff, we would see a response from Marina, her attempt at an apology.
All right.
You know, and I will even if Taiga watches this, like, I am sorry.
Which, I mean, this video is supposed to exonerate and expose, you know, the whole situation surrounding Taiga, you know, kind of like, you know, rid them of guilt of what they're being accused of. They, you know, Revs should still be showing the logs or something that shows that these claims are not true, right?
If Taiga watches this, like, I am sorry.
And of course, if we're talking about...
Is that all they said?
Sorry for what?
Chimped, like they put...
Sorry for what? I don't even know what the fuck they're sorry for. You're like, wait, this is such a shit video. Also, I caught him complaining about Twitch on Twitter. Give me a moment to find the tweet. Okay.
I smell an if coming after.
reputational damage.
What the
how does anybody still watch this
in the
fucking
VTubing scene involving Taiga, we have to talk about Nux Taku, who about 2 years ago made this collab video with who else but Moist Critical,
Charlie,
where you can see has 350,000 views. It was a VTuber drama tier list type video,
right.
And of course, Charlie is not super aware of a lot of the
True, Zara BP. I mean, I could also be working on my Buddy Holly cover, but
VTuber controversy, so Nux would have to explain them to him. And when Taiga came up, Taiga was described by Nux as a predator.
Money. Is this HoloLive?
Because I mean, that was the accusation.
Taiga is an indie streamer who, I don't know the whole story.
Which again, like, Nux is still fucking retarded as fuck for like literally saying, you know, oh, they're a predator, but I don't know the full story. It's like, okay, then like specify that you. Yeah, I think it needs to be made more clear. It's like there are rumors that they're a predator, but I don't know for certain, right? But he doesn't. He says like, you know, I don't know the full story, but they're a predator. Like, hold on, like, come on, dude.
But Taiga was outed to be a predator.
I don't know the.
couched in I don't know the whole story, but then that is a hard they were
literally
outed as a pedophile.
Yeah,
that's a rock hard claim. Let's see. Hey, look. Just because I think Nux Taco is a weird little fucking freak, spineless, swept for, worm, doesn't mean he couldn't be right. Okay? But that is definitely assault. He's definitely said this person has been outed as a pedophile. Despite my ignorance of the full situation, I am sure they have been outed as a pedophile.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole story, but we want to talk about.
Found it. All right, let me see. Oh god, my fucking throat.
Burn8 on Twitter says,
Okay,
in a strange twist, I'm today doing an unexpose. It's called a cover-up. Hey, I'm doing an unexpose. What, you mean a cover-up? Originally planned to be anonymous? Why would you phrase it like that? But that decision was changed, and I won't edit the document as it is finalized as of the exoneration of Bungo Taiga. I dug into a femboy VTuber who was accused of being a pedophile. So did I, but they were accused by themselves. And that was someone else. In a surprising twist, what I found was a victim of stalking, harassment, and pedo-jacketing. I'm in communication with Taiga, but I was first silently lurking his Discord and watching before reaching out. Dog. Oh, man. Based on lurking the Discord, I saw no indications of... Based on lurking the Discord, I saw no indications of grooming minor...
Based on lurking the Discord, just... This is the private investigator, so he just went in, took a little peek around. Oh, I don't see any grooming here, and then he fucking just made the conclusion.
Endangerment, racism, or transphobia. After a while, I made contact with Taiga and asked a lot of questions while also digging for receipts elsewhere. What we discussed: if I'm ever accused of something, for the love of God, do not defend me like this. What we discussed is in the doc above. Please read it first. So the doc contains... The basis of this is... You hung out in the Discord for a while and didn't see anything bad, and then you had a discussion with Taiga. What we discussed is in the doc above. Please read it first. Before what? Before reading this? I dated the doc to account for any bias that could arise in the future.
All my students are
We
morons.
have continued talking, and the story actually gets more tragic. The story gets more tragic. A while after the doc was finalized, Taiga opened up about some of his past. He opened up about the fact that at around 13 he was convinced by an adult to e-date him. He actually asked the question, was I groomed?
I mean, yeah, that kind of shit sucks. Yeah, a lot of femboys, especially like younger femboys, go through that kind of shit where like they get preyed on by like creepy old dudes and shit like that, and you know they're desperate for attention and shit like that, so they go and they fucking it's so bad. It happens to a lot of femboys.
What the fuck is this? And seems to just be coming to terms with this. I am also a psychologist and therapist. No, whether he will talk about this
Credentials?
work or work on unpacking that privately is up to him. I suspect many of his odder behaviors may be coping mechanisms, but I am not a therapist. I am sending him some resources that may help him get in contact with one, though, if he so chooses. I'm stun-locked. He also told me more about Ozzy. He provided logs of whispers on Twitch of Ozzy admitting to and defending having sex with a drunken high 18-year-old on the day they turned 18. I need to verify sharing receipts won't affect any legal investigation and censor
By a
victim's
female
name.
teacher, yeah, that sucks.
Nothing Taiga said was brought up by Ozzy for 2 years until after Ozzy was banned from... Hey, this sounds a lot more like a deflection than an exoneration.
Yeah.
Ozzy was banned from Taiga's community, which was a month into Taiga's VTubing career, as soon as Ozzy was discovered to be having lewd interactions with community members in what at the time was a safe-for-work all-ages server. It amazes me
my
that
God, that
rapist
fucking
and
damage
IRL
is
stalker put out a
insane. What the
document that
fuck?
nobody seriously fact-checked, and has given rise to daily harassment from aunties who groom minors to attack someone they allege incorrectly is a pedophile, putting said minors in danger too. This being written as Porcelain Maid was just accused of and confirmed of worse. Who cares? Oh, hey, sorry, your toilet's leaking water, but children being raped is worse, so I can't work on your plumbing. Who cares if something is, like, worse, if you're meant to be addressing that situation? Whether he is a danger to children is still being looked into, but he contacted a minor, unlike Taiga. Very professional, unbiased, clean-cut, private investigation here. And both exposes were for comments made by people during high school ages. Taiga has been upfront and honest. How do you know? Taiga has been upfront and honest, even about the more uncomfortable things and mistakes he has made and grown from. This isn't the talking of a fucking PI. Fuck. This is something I have never witnessed a pedophile do! What is this?
And this is the kill shot. This is apparently to Rev. This is the kill shot. Innocence. Taiga's innocent, guys. Totally innocent. Like, oh my god. And apparently it gets worse. It gets worse.
Or any threat to minors or anyone
on Taiga's
else.
end, it gets worse.
If you read to the end, thank you.
30 minutes,
I did. Fuck you. Taiga has now opened up about the trauma of these events and his earlier childhood grooming.
Yeah, this just sounds like a complete fucking deflection. So this guy went into Discord, poked around a bit, don't see any grooming here. Anyways, Taiga, hey, I want to ask you about these allegations. Oh, you got groomed? Oh, you got groomed? Oh, the other person who's accusing you, is a groomer? Oh, okay. And Taiga's innocent, guys. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit, dude? Dude, oh my god. Hold on. This is so stupid. So Taiga might actually still be a fucking predator, and we have no fucking idea. But people like Rev or a fucking retard are running around the internet basically saying Taiga's innocent. What the fuck?
As well. Honestly, it's just heartbreaking to listen to. Taiga is not a pedophile. Exhibit A, they broke my heart with how much of a victim they are. Fuck you. Shame on everyone who's not speaking up to correct the record they set. Doesn't mean they are a pedophile or anything. However, it does mean This should be taken with a giant boulder of salt. Right.
A
Document.
giant boulder.
Let me do a quick scroll of the whole thing. Oh, it's really small. It's really, really short. And there are no images directly embedded. All right. The exoneration of Bungo Taiga and the stalker and ex-mods who harassed him. Some links in this document lead to not safe for work content or profiles. They have been highlighted in red. Very well. I am writing this to correct the record. You're not writing it to provide your account. You're not writing it to share your findings. You're writing it with the intent of correcting the record, with relation to lies. This dog, you're not even, come on a VTuber known as Bungo Taiga. I am not a long-time fan, nor was I connected to Taiga. I am an independent investigator who happened across Taiga and enjoyed hearing his impressive voice work. Holy fuck!
God, dude.
But happened across some of the rumors regarding him as I dug a little into his background. I will be keeping my identity anonymous, as many of the actual pedophiles I investigate will stalk and harass anyone I associate with. I know that will make it harder to trust this document and confirm it isn't just one of Taiga's friends, but I would rather that doubt than draw additional harassers to him. Not to your associates. You'd rather that doubt than draw additional harassers to him. What do you mean? I have directly talked to Taiga to discuss these issues after my initial investigations and ask questions. He is being cooperative. Hey,
That means he's
this
not a
guy who
groomer.
think I clearly hunger to have inside of me and want
Impressive
to prove
voice as a
he's a
dude.
good dude.
Dude, this is actually so gross. Like, it sounds like Taiga was like manipulating this guy, but this guy's a fucking retard because he bit hook, line, and sinker. Like, he was like, oh no, yeah, Taiga totally is innocent because, you know, they got a sexy voice and like they have a traumatic backstory. Dude, guys, did you know Thanos is actually completely innocent because he has a traumatic backstory? So true.
Happy to talk to me. Crazy. Yeah, ask questions. He has been cooperative and honest. You better show us that. Through my investigation, upon deeper inspection, this is a case of harassment and IRL stalking performed against Taiga. As a former victim of stalking harassment, I can empathize greatly with this situation.
Oh, I'm so glad the private investigator is being empathetic instead of like actually investigating what the fuck is happening.
Your opening
Demon Mama should be excused because she has a traumatic backstory. True.
paragraph in what is meant to be your unbiased investigation includes an exclamation of your extreme empathy towards this individual. What are you fucking doing? This isn't even good as propaganda.
Guys, did you know Adolf Hitler almost drowned in a lake? Dude, I feel so bad for him. I got bored at work and I made something really epic. I made something really good, guys. Dude, this is like really fun to make. I call him Adolf Tippler.
And want to correct the record with my findings. Bungo Taiga has been accused of being a pedophile and possible child abuser. However, something glanced over by the public, that means they looked at it. I want to put my nails together, my ukulele long nails together into a point and just blast it through my skull and destroy my brain. However, something glanced over by the public are the two sources and the distributor of these accusations. Discussing these three brings a lot of... You're meant to be directly investigating. You're an investigator. If all you're going to do is cast doubt based on who the sources are, what's the point of being an investigator? I can do that at a glance. Discussing these three brings a lot of context to the original doc and brings its validity and purpose into question. I care more about the truth of them.
So I mean, this basically like shows to me that like there wasn't any like good faith sort of like actual exoneration of Taiga. So it's literally just hearsay that Taiga's innocent. I mean, in the video that I saw, it was made by a guy. Yeah, it's this guy, Royalty. Yeah. So I watched the Royalty video and it sounded like Taiga was innocent. So I was just like, oh shit, okay. And I guess they're kind of fucking innocent. I mean, the Shotokan shit was fucking disgusting, but you know, big whoop. You know, I guess. You know, they did that for attention and they got it. It's disgusting as fuck, rancid as shit, but you know, I mean, if that's all we have to go off of like Taiga's a pedophile, then I don't think that's enough. But with like it's just what the fuck. Like okay, so it sounds like there's actually like more to this fucking shit.
The matter, but okay, accuracy.
Eating
For
some shit?
instance,
Okay.
the doc written on Taiga that alleges he is a shotacon, pedophile, racist, transphobe, and that he is toxic. Oh, you're going to investigate whether this individual is toxic. Was pushed by his stalker using an old doc made half a year prior by two of Taiga's
Should
former
announce the
mods.
Shota thing.
Sounds
Absolutely, yeah, might be a good keyword. Might, yeah. I mean, well, because again, it sounds like there's more to the Taiga shit.
like people who may
than most
be
people
familiar with
realize.
him. Gilk and Ozzy both banned a few months apart, and then the doc against Taiga appearing 3 weeks after Gilk was banned from Taiga's Discord for calling Taiga a money whore. This was written by a 12-year-old, I suspect. According to Taiga... Hello, I have done an investigation. I asked Taiga what was true, and here is what Taiga said. Actually, everyone else is a pedophile. According to Taiga, Ozzy was banned for constant inappropriate flirting with other server members. Presumably, Taiga shared the logs with you, or did you not even ask? Including minors and not performing mod duties after constant... Hey, if they perform their mod duties, any amount of weird behavior with children is fine, alright? And not performing mod duties after constant complaints from Taiga's community. His stalker was a known superfan of Taiga. And when I say super, I mean it. I'm gonna throw up. He has donated a total of at least $500,000 to Taiga. Your life's over because you lost your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the This fucking dude donated so much fucking
$500,000 dropped on you. I feel like I don't believe.
Give me that
anything that's
money.
been
What
said
the
at
fuck?
all by anyone today. I don't believe anything at all. He was an active member in Taiga's community. Here is a video of these super chats. Let's go. 2 years ago.
Let haters hate and shrug your shoulders.
What the fuck is top right, dog?
Donation.
Hey, hey!
I'm just helicoptering money at this
$2
point.
grand.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Adrian. I really appreciate it.
$2 grand drop.
Thank you. Mwah. And finally, watching is
A $2 grand drop.
You're looking.
I'm gonna suggest that their life is not destroyed by the deplatforming. Hang on, if they want to appeal to whales as well. Yo, you have these weird fucking whales. Just go to an alt platform.
And this is why I will never, ever in my fucking life ever take a sugar daddy or sugar mommy or whatever the fuck, because they are all fucking psychotic.
You have these weird sex whales. Go on an alt platform, continue to get big dollars. He was an active member in Taiga's community. Here's a video. He would push Ozzy and Gilk stock, as well as host an entire website dedicated to exposing Taiga. According to Taiga, all three of these people tried to get closer to Taiga in an intimate way and were rejected, leading to the creation of the doc and then the website. Adrian would buy and host this under multiple web addresses. The website was cleared and is now just a boilerplate statement indicating the stalker is supposedly done. In case this is something weird. It's gone at this point. Let me check for archives. Here's the statement. Looks like he's slandering me again. It's all false. Use your head. He's trying to sacrifice me in order to save his reputation and relationships with others. It won't work. If he's harming me, email me at newtips@adrianvanburen.com and I'll help you. Your identity will be protected and Taig/Taiga/Bungo Taiga. If you're reading this, just be good. Just tell the truth. Enough with the sneakiness and manipulating your fans. You are the one responsible for all your problems. Even if I and all your so-called enemies died tonight, you still will have the exact same problems because it's due to your conduct. Look in the mirror to find the source of all your trouble. I wonder if this document will mention is fan and enemy my tell all. Let's see if this page is up. This content is password protected. His tell all is password protected? What is this? No archive. Way back machine. This is weird as hell. The website was cleared and it's now just a boilerplate statement indicating the stalker is supposedly done.
For wait, for what? Wait, what? They're in a legal battle for the harassment? Shit.
The website was not the end of this though. The stalker, who is very rich, a self-described millionaire, seems likely. Hey guys, I'm a billionaire. Harmful opinions, who is very rich, would fly from France to Canada, driving to Taiga's town to stalk him IRL. In the video, you can see exit 153 Spadina Avenue, Lake Shore Boulevard, which is in Ottawa, Ontario. Okay, this was on December 23rd, 2021. He did other traveling around Canada and did not leave the country until January 18th, 2022. Is this confirmed Taiga's town? This is the guy driving around here. Okay.
Definitely
I want
weird.
more. You didn't want to dig more than that? Just a video of he was in Canada. You have things you're telling me and then you have a video of him in Canada. Okay. He also made threats of lawsuits against Taiga for simply discussing the stalking material. Not biased at all. Please, neutral description. Threats of lawsuit against Taiga. What did he claim? What did he tell me what he claimed, not your characterization.
What did you see?
As he is extremely rich, he is able to bully, harass, stalk people and make them fear attempting to get legal recourse with his large fortune. His threat to Taiga alleged commenting about his stalking amounted to abuse, despite revealing Taiga's legal name all over his exposed website. That despite doesn't really make sense. Taiga fears trying to legally go after the stalker as he suspects the stalker's goal is to tie Taiga up in a costly legal battle he cannot afford. A very
Well, I don't know for what. Wait. Oh, for the so they're suing their stalker and shit like that. Oh, okay.
very fair and valid fear. He also at times attempted to apologize to Taiga after having labeled him a pedophile. An odd move to be sure. Maybe go to this one.
Ads.
Did you mean this? Alright, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Odd move to be sure. If you confirm someone is a pedophile, I cannot imagine wanting to apologize or get back in their good graces. What if you think they're a pedophile and then change your mind? Think you're wrong. But anyway, we'll hear this guy's side as well. Because he does in fact post his side. However, despite claiming to be done months ago on his website, he is still harassing Taiga, going as far as threatening to sue Twitch for having Taiga on the platform. I don't know, this sounds like clowns all the way down. Okay, whatever. He is also a hypocrite! Bro, this is a bad YouTube video, not the findings of a private investigator. This is a bad YouTube video script. The document, which will be covered, alleges Taiga's commissioned content is pedophilia. The content is pedophilia. Pedophilia is attraction to, specifically, I think, prepubescent children, people with that kind of morphology, figures with that kind of morphology. Probably called the content pedophilic, for instance. Or maybe it's a quote. Going as far as calling drawings child sexual exploitation material, a term that only applies to material tied to abuse of real children. This is pandering to the lolicons. This is not important for an investigation. However, the stalker continues to commission Shotacon and Lolicon to this day on his Skeb account. He has since found a new Taiga whose VTuber avatar is even more Shota-like, and commissioned art that pretty explicitly implied they were in a relationship despite previous
What?
to material tied to abuse of real children. This is pandering to the lolicons. This is not important for an investigation. However, the stalker continues to commission Shotacon and Lolicon to this day on his Skeb account. He has since found a new Taiga whose
Wait. Oh shit. Wait. So it might have been him that commissioned the Shota and not Taiga. Could be. I don't know for sure.
VTuber avatar is even more Shota-like, and commissioned art that pretty explicitly implied they were in a relationship despite previously claiming to be heterosexual. And he's gay! Despite previously claiming to be heterosexual in his legal document against Taiga. And he's fucking gay. What is this? Do you think the people who said, he's been exonerated, look at this document, read this document?
No.
I was also able to track down Ozzy's Not Safe for Work Twitter, in which he is following the user Shota Cookie. Okay, they're all fucking weirdo, kitty loving.
That can be the person who commissioned Taiga for it. Wait, what? No, I'm saying that like the Shotacon art of Taiga, I was under the impression that Taiga was the one who commissioned it because they posted it on their community tab or whatever the fuck, right? So I'm thinking that someone else got the commission, but then again, I think Taiga still posted it though, right? So I mean, actually, no, this doesn't. No, yeah, that Taiga did still post it. What the fuck am I saying? No, yeah, it doesn't matter who paid for the commission. Taiga is the one that posted it.
Loving freaks. Fine.
Yeah, man.
Alright. He's clearly still fine with such content and only used it as a tool to go after Taiga. Gilk is following multiple... That has no bearing on my opinion of Taiga being a freak or not. I don't care. I don't care. Hey, someone on Twitter is a hypocrite about this guy. I don't care. Well, not the major focus of any of these artists. They all have
This
it in their
boss is gonna
portfolio.
suck.
It is possible he is unaware, but I was able to easily dig into these artists' portfolios and find this with ease, likely indicating he's only upset about such content when it's useful. Allegedly, he also... It's bad faith! It's bad faith! Right. If someone exposes another person as being a child rapist, and they share concrete evidence, fucking photos of this person. Forget the problem with that being sharing child pornography, but let's say hypothetically, they post concrete evidence that person is a child rapist. But then it comes out that the person who exposed them doesn't care. The person who exposed them is also a child rapist and doesn't care. The only reason they did it is because they hate that person. Do I then not care about the information they shared? Doesn't matter. Irrelevant. Allegedly, he also often posted photos of Gon and Killua from Hunter x Hunter kissing, with the caption, "How me and the homies be" in Taiga's Discord, directed at Taiga, as shown in one of the follow-up docs defending Taiga. Sorry, one of the following up docs to this defending Taiga. This being not much different than the content he later used to make allegations against Taiga. All three should have been aware he had such content and only seemed to be upset when they didn't get the relationship they wanted. Okay. With this, we can conclude the original doc on Taiga and its sharing is composed not with objective factors, safety of anyone in mind. I don't care what it has in mind, I care what it is. It only exists to harm Taiga and use any method possible to do so. However, this does not mean there cannot be truth in the doc. Yes, thank you. And it should be looked at nonetheless. So you start... The start of your... the fruit of your unbiased, objective investigation is to say why these people aren't credible, rather than to address the factual nature of what they put out or not. What's the point of being an investigator? This is a persuasion piece. This is a piece of persuasive writing. Okay? The expose, or expose, as it's written here. Now, we should go over the document in question, which has now been deleted from Google. Its contents can be found here. I can't tell which links are red or not. I can't actually see. Where it's covered by a YouTuber, along with 2 response pieces. One by one of Taiga's mod and Taiga himself. Oh, hang on. What is this? Can be found here. Is it Rev says this, perhaps? What? Hang on. Where it's covered by a YouTuber, along with 2 response pieces. One by one of Taiga's mod and Taiga himself. Oh, hang on.
40-something-year-old
What
man
is this?
divorced from the
Can be found here. Is it Rev says this,
looking over this and trying to take it seriously? Yeah.
Right. The video that includes the content of the expose is gone. Let's see what this video is. If it's in an archive. You'd think you'd make your own archive of it as a PI, you know? Oh, archive.is is having problems. That's why I couldn't find the other ones. It wasn't a problem with that particular... Okay. Let's go way back machine. We have an archive from 2023. What is this video that has since been deleted? I would suggest, given the state this exoneration document is in, pointing to it as absolute proof. Oh, the earliest archive of it. The earliest archive of that video's page is it not being available. I would suggest that pointing to this document without including notifications that a lot of the links are fucking broken and there's some weird stuff in here, and saying that this document is just the silver bullet, it proves everything. No, that's weird and sus, to be honest. Its contents can be found here, where it's covered by a YouTuber along with 2 response pieces, one by one of Taiga's mod and Taiga himself. It opens with the pedophilia accusations. To address the elephant in the room, Taiga did privately commission the content he is accused of.
Okay, well then fuck you. Okay, so then Taiga is just like, okay, they commissioned it and they posted it, so fuck you.
And I leave it to you, the viewer, to make your own judgment on your feelings regarding this. I remain neutral. I have encouraged entire groups of pedophiles. Oh, sorry, encountered.
I remain neutral over the drawn CP. Cool.
I was very confused for a second. I have encountered, not encouraged, I have encountered entire groups of pedophiles, open maps or unironic lolicons as they call themselves, who lust after real children, who absolutely want drawings and real child abuse completed. Oh, the cartoons? The more...
Hold on, I'm muted. The fuck did it just say?
Uncounted, not encouraged. I have encountered entire groups of pedophiles, open maps or unironic lolicons as they call themselves, who lust after real children, who absolutely want drawings and real child abuse completed.
The person who wrote this is a pedophile, dude. The person who wrote this is a pedo. You're a pedo. You're a pedophile. I've seen real pedophiles out there on the internet that want to conflate the two things. It's a drawing of fucking child. It's a child depicted in a sexual situation. The fuck you mean? Oh, obviously they're not exactly the same, but they're made for the same fucking purpose, dipshit. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the cartoons? The moral judgment of the cartoon itself. True, it is just a drawing. If your dick gets hard to a drawing of a kid, though, you're a fucking freak.
Yeah.
With allowance for the appearance. To be clear, if you've got like a cartoon of some like busty old lady or something, and you say, it's a 2-year-old, you're not a pedo. You're not a pedo freak.
Yeah.
If there's a drawing of what looks to any reasonable person like a baby and comes across as a...
Who's the pedo? The guy who wrote this defense Google Doc of Taiga. Basically what we know now is that Taiga did commission sexual Shotokan artwork of their VTube character. And this person right now is like basically defending that. It's like, well, it's not literally child porn. How dare you try to conflate real life child porn with drawn child porn? Like there's a really big difference. One is okay, and the other one is neutral. They said neutral. They're neutral. One is neutral, and the other one's not. Wow, thank you. Cool.
Depiction of a baby getting fucking pounded. Yeah, and that turns you on. You're a fucking freak. Also, thought experiment. Imagine a photorealistic drawing of a child being violated. A photograph is taken of it.
Wait, Taiga's a pedo? Might be. Apparently, there's more to the Taiga shit. Apparently, there is more. I was under the impression that Taiga was accused of like grooming and shit like that, and it was like, the claims were unfounded. The screenshots looked edited or some shit. I watched this one guy's video. Who initially was going to make the video to condemn Taiga, but actually found out that Taiga got smeared and whatever, and they have a psycho stalker or whatever the fuck. Taiga's disgusting as fuck for commissioning that Shotokan.
That photo,
and so they might be a pedo. They might be. I don't know.
Photograph is indistinguishable from real child sexual assault material, child sexual abuse material. Okay. However, no child was abused. It is a drawing.
Oh boy.
Right? That image and drawing itself,
fuck,
I don't think is like a criminal, evil object. I judge it as disgusting. But if this image that is indistinguishable from real child abuse turns you on, you are 100% a pedophile.
I agree.
There's a thought experiment for you. The thing with Lolicon is really that it's a scale of how much does that image give an impression of that character being a child? How much does that give that visceral impression?
Oh my god, dude.
And if that turns you on,
I'm getting flashbacks.
You're a fucking weirdo, depending on where on that scale it is, perhaps. It's that simple. The material itself, yeah, it's a drawing. Getting turned on by it, ooh. What if they get turned on by that and not real kids? They're still a freak.
Yeah,
it benefits them in an array of ways, such as distracting from direct child abuse and pulling attention to morally detested drawings. Okay, does me talking about anything else draw attention away from it? This is an absurd argument. This is an absolute fucking pedo-brained argument. I'm sorry. And allows them to draw people into debates of such content instead of allows them, don't allow them to. Simply don't allow them to. Sorry, you can't talk about this specific thing I jerk off to and me being a freak because it helps the pedos. No, it doesn't. Monitors drawings and allows them to draw people into debates of such content instead of focusing on actual abusive tactics they perform. What I find happens far more often, far more often, is you'll say, hey, you jerk off to that cartoon of a little kid getting railed, you're a fucking freak. To deflect from them being some sort of fucking degenerate, they'll go, oh, but it's not a real kid. I don't care. You're a fucking freak if that turns you on. The material itself is not what I'm discussing.
Google that guy, yeah.
I'm discussing your feelings towards
Kill me, bitch. I don't care.
Here's another thing to consider. A child walking around outside, fully clothed with their parent, having a fun time, going out. They're gonna have McDonald's, yay. Is that freak shit? A kid going to have McDonald's? No. But if you masturbate to it, you're fucking... right, chipper fodder, wood chipper fodder.
True.
Do you understand the distinction
True.
between someone being a freak for viewing something and the thing itself being a crime or nasty? Or, I mean, obviously Lolicon's nasty, but you get what I'm saying? In response to this, I stay out of the debate on morality of drawings. You already
Put it to
entered
hearsay. Well, it's not. It's hearsay right now. It's hearsay right now. You know, I still think that the fact that Taiga commissioned that artwork is extremely fucking damning. It's extremely fucking damning. Denouncing will be better for us. Well, I don't know. Well, how useful is that going to be? Like, Taiga denounces that they went out of their way to commission NSFW Shotokan artwork of their character and then post it on their community page. Like it's a hard pill to swallow. That like, oh, okay, Taiga's like completely, you know, Taiga's just a misunderstood character. Like, I don't know how you can misunderstand that. Honestly, Taiga's disgusting as fuck. Yeah, and apparently it gets worse. It gets worse apparently.
You already entered it. What is this link? I'm a bit fucking scared of this link. Oh, that's just underlined. It's not a link. Never mind. Is the drawing immoral? No. It turns you on. You're a fucking weirdo. And the degree to which you're a weirdo depends on the particular drawing. I hunt people...
I kind of disagree. I think the drawing is immoral. I think it is immoral to draw depictions of children. I mean, I understand the angle that he's going at. It's like it's hard to legislate against something like that, you know, because free speech and whatever the fuck. But still, like, for me, it's just I just can't. I cannot be okay with I think it is. I almost want to say drawing and commissioning, you know, drawn CP is, I mean, it has literally the same effect as actual CP, except minus you know, a kid being hurt. Like, I don't think taking that away fundamentally changes what that is supposed to be, what that type of content is supposed to be to the people consuming it, right? I don't think it fucking changes it at all. In that sense, the creation, obviously the creation of the content is very different, but the end goal of what that content is supposed to do is the same fucking thing. They're also a little, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so oh guys, they're not a pedophile. They just imagine themselves as the pedo, or as the child. Like, okay, so it's like the fucking Digibro shit all over again. It doesn't excuse it. It doesn't excuse it at all. Taiga knows it's fucking wrong. I don't know why the fuck they're giving into it. Them being lullified and pissed with piss squirting out. That's disgusting, dude. So I hate to be that person, but I'm confused. Like, I get that the drawing depicts a child is worse. No, I'm not saying it's worse. I'm saying it's equal. Like, I think the production, okay. So real life CP is slightly, very slightly worse than drawn. Only slightly, but fundamentally it crosses that same threshold to me where it doesn't fucking matter, right? It doesn't matter. Like, if you're creating that content, if you're producing that content, if you're consuming that content, you're fucked. You are a fucked person, period. Like, because right now, I don't know if Taiga actively preys on minors, but I would not be shocked if they did. I would not be shocked if they did. I would not be shocked if the accusations do actually hold more water than I initially thought. Yeah.
People who harm children. Biggest LARP in my fucking life I've seen. I won't accuse someone of hurting real children over the morality of art. Okay? However, I do not blame anyone who finds such content morally reprehensible, and I will not object to negative views on it either. But there is an overlap between the two communities, as long as... This is a lowly fan deflection strategy. It's not just, ooh, they have to be someone who's gonna hurt kids or hurts kids. Or, you know, ooh, the drawing's legal though, there's nothing wrong with the drawing, blah, 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 blah. Another option. Yes, I fucking can call you a freak over what you're into. It's, false dichotomy territory. Conflation of these topics makes my work harder as other investigators, the police, and cyber...
Well, it makes my job harder. I can't condemn drawn CP, because it's not the same as real life CP.
Okay. Real victims. This is some fucking copy pasta lowly fan shit. It is a red flag, but not a smoking gun or actual evidence of abuse. Speaking about... Yeah, but we're talking about bullying someone online for being a weirdo. Ooh. I would suggest if you are not including the drawing for people to observe, you've made a judgment implicitly, or are sweeping. We'll see if it comes up later. Speaking of actual harm to children, let's address, quote-unquote, the joke. There is a DM where Taiga is speaking to someone who uncovered a minor posting lewds in their Discord channel. Taiga asks for these lewds, and when the user states a 17-year-old, in response, Taiga says, FFS, who cares? Right. I was able to
why
ask
would you
Taiga
say
about this
that?
directly. He claims this is a horrible joke.
Oh,
He
it's
knows
just
was
a
wrong and
joke.
very
Yeah,
deeply
this
regrets.
Taiga's fucked.
And he made this joke because he was an immature 19-year-old.
Oh, immature 19-year-old.
What if he said FFS, who cares? And that 17-year-old then posted
Yeah.
nudes? Would
Yeah.
it matter if it was joke then? With the solicitation
Yeah,
of,
Taiga's
what I
fucked.
believe
You're
is
fucked. You're fucked. You're
federally
fucked. You're
classified
fucked.
in
You're
the
fucked.
US
You're
at least
fucked.
as child pornography.
Actually.
Would that then just be, haha, joke solicitation, haha? Don't know about the laws in Canada. Maybe they're into that there. From all mentions of it, he seems to genuinely regret this. Not only the fact that
You
he
see,
said
the
it
child
without
porn, it
cause,
was a joke. It was a joke. It was just a goof. It was just a gaffe.
but understanding why a joke like that is not okay. Do you believe Taiga didn't want it?
Oh, fuck.
And how minors are frequently harmed in a very real way when such questions are asked. And even that asking for lewds not
My
given to them
friends.
directly isn't okay of anyone of any age. True, it's not even direct. Sorry, I forgot for a second that it wasn't even direct. Ooh. Even addresses this and his statements to me match up with his statement.
Bro, this
Is
fight
that better
is so
or
ridiculous.
worse? Even addresses this and his statements to me match up with his statement here. A 19-year-old gaining access to a minor's lewds that they do not have permission to receive. Even addresses this and his statements to me match up with his statement here. What
How
this?
am I supposed to dodge that?
Clearing the
What?
air. Taiga. Clearing the air, Taiga. No, I did not engage in acts of pedophilia nor grooming. I don't even know where this grooming allegation came from. In particular, with the consideration of law, Romeo and Juliet doesn't.
Taiga literally admits they've had this kind of artwork commission. Well, actually, I just realized. Okay, so hold on. Taiga was 19, and the person was 17. It's still CP. Like, you should fucking, like, how does that not go? It's still bad. It's still bad, dude. Like, don't fucking. I mean, I now realizing, like, hold on. It just clicked in my head. The person was 17. Taiga was 19. It's not okay. It's not the worst thing in the world, but like, god damn, dude, like you cannot be asking a 17-year-old to be transmitting that kind of fucking material because it's fucking child porn. You can't be asking for it. You fucking
to matter in terms of imagery of children, typically in Western nations at least.
Taiga finds the boys hot. Did I miss like a thing? I was like way too fucking focused on the thing. I probably should not be fighting Radon while watching this video. Taiga literally admits they've had this kind of artwork commission multiple times. They stated that they want to have underage boys like this. What the dude, what the fuck? That's fucked. Taiga. Okay, well then. Okay. They're fucked. Yeah, they're fucked. They're fucked alone for that alone. It's disgusting.
I don't know about Canada though. I know about the UK and I know about the US. I do not know about Canada. This one was funny, Bendelin, because it was not necessarily asked to a minor.
I mean, a Taiga. Well, I don't know if it is a joke. I don't know if you could call it a joke when the joke is that they're asking this person who's a minor to transmit their CP. Like, that's something. I don't care. It's a joke. I don't care. It's a joke. I'm going to treat it as if you're actually asking them that, right? Because who in their right mind would ever actually do that? Who in their right mind would jokingly ask someone who they know is a minor to transmit them CP? Like, what? No, like.
They were, Taiga was asking someone for nudes of a minor that isn't that
Okay,
person.
never mind. Okay, it was the other way around. Okay, so Taiga was asking someone who had the CP to transmit the CP. Like, okay, not that much of a difference, but still.
Right. Clearing the air. No, I did not engage in acts of pedophilia, nor grooming. I don't even know where this grooming allegation came from. In particular, considering I have never had contact that was sexual of any nature with a minor. This is a blatant lie, and there is zero evidence to support this, and even the original Google Doc never claimed this. Shotacon is not pedophilia, and the word should not be used towards lolicons/shotacons for the sole reason that it lessens the impact of the word and undermines and insults real victims. I don't think it does. When someone says that word, we naturally think that the individual has harmed a poor child. I think they're attracted to children or...
Oh, I guess it's okay to jerk off to what looks like... I guess it's okay to jerk off to drawings of children, just as long as you're not hurting a real kid, you know, I guess that's fine.
Childlike features, actually. Chomo, child molester, makes me think they've absolutely done it. Me, personally, I don't like pedophiles, even if they have not harmed the child.
Same.
I'm
Wow.
bigoted like
Hot
that.
take.
I am, I'll admit it, I'm bigoted. Even if a pedophile has not harmed a child, not a fan. Don't care if it's not your choice. You were born wrong, and you shouldn't exist.
True.
When someone says that word, I can empathize if you view it as like a curse, but still, you shouldn't exist. When someone says that word, we naturally think that the individual has harmed a poor child. Not necessarily. By using this word towards people who have only indulged in lowly,
Indulge, just indulge.
/ showed content, it lessens the meaning behind the word. The meaning behind the word isn't that they harm a child. It's to do with their attraction and their tastes. It lessens the meaning behind the word and will ultimately harm the community, since people will now second guess the claim because it is used towards show / lolly content. Meaningless argument. I don't think you should necessarily just have faith that when someone says someone's a pedo, why is it good to not second guess claims that someone's a pedophile? Why is that bad? Lollies / sotas are not real. Don't care. They should not be treated as actual children. Sure, fine. This isn't to say you must like the content. Each person can like / dislike whatever content they consume, but we shouldn't go as far as dehumanizing a person or making outrageous claims because we don't like it. No, it's because they like it. You misunderstand. In the past, many individuals who cried out that lolly / shota content was equivalent to actual children have been shown to be actual abusers. So, we must understand that imaginary characters do not exist. And if we wish
This person's
to
a pedo!
and just claim
The
that
person who's
everything
writing this
imaginary
is
real.
literally a
No,
pedo,
it's not
bro.
real. Killing in video games makes you a murderer.
Ugh.
Enjoying violent media suggests that you have some affinity to violence. On some level. Actually, yeah. Doesn't mean you kill people. But, if not, why would I get anything out of engaging with it if I didn't? When I watch a building being blown up, holy fuck, boom! I have something in me likes that destruction. Even if it's, you know, on an abstract level in a video game.
I would say I've always argued with like lolicon people since I was like 16 years old and shit, dude. And the argument always like, oh, you like violent video games? Does that make you violent? I don't go seeking out violent content to get sexually aroused. You fucking sick fuck. Okay. There's obviously a huge difference between you know, liking violence in a movie or a video game because it adds drama to the story, because it adds action, because it, you know, it adds flavor to the drama that you're watching, versus like, oh, I think it's hot and I think it's arousing to watch people get their heads blown off. I think you are a sick fuck if you do. I think there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference, obviously. The level of enjoyment and the type of enjoyment is completely fucking different. To equate these two things is just absolutely, not only is it disingenuous, but you're a pedophile and you should fucking kill yourself.
In
There's
Minecraft. Something in to disprove that killing in video games makes you a murderer. Everyone who's killed in a video game would have to be a murderer. You can even just fucking logic it.
No,
if you intend to use your platform
this
to help
is so
victims, I
fucking
don't care.
retarded. If you killed someone in a video game, does that mean you're a murderer? No. If you jerk off to fucking lolicon, I don't think you're a child molester. I think you're a pedophile. Like, what is this is so stupid. This is so fucking dumb. Also, call me crazy, but I prefer violent people over pedophiles. I would much rather live in a violent world than a world full of fucking pedophiles, okay? I think violence can be corrected. I think violent behavior can be tamed. I think violent behavior can be contained within fiction, and you don't have to worry about people consuming violent content turning into violent people, okay? We could look at literal real world statistics to see this. The production of violent content has nothing but exponentially increased over the years, yet violent crime has decreased, right? Obviously, there's no relation to consuming violent content and becoming violent. Now, overly dangerously violent people are attracted to violent content, and I would say if you're like that, you shouldn't consume violent content. Just like how if you think it's hot to watch a kid get fucked, I don't care if it's real or fake, you shouldn't watch that content. You're sick in the fucking head. You're a pedophile. Like it's so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. This person needs to fucking
No. I want to laugh at people. Donate to charity, fundraise, volunteer at shelters. Why don't you? The screenshot of me asking to be shown lewds. Not nude like people love to claim of someone suspected to be under 18 was merely a crude joke.
Crude joke.
However, it was absolutely disgusting to say. I would never make that joke today. It
We're
was
fighting
completely
McKellar, yeah,
inappropriate.
literally.
But at the time, that was my sense of humor. And for context, since the original call-out is completely lacking, I was a teenager just finishing off high school, and the person in question was allegedly 17. Why would you write your name? Write your age. I know why this fucking person would not write their name. Sorry. What is even more gross to me looking back is joking about asking for someone's private images without consent from the...
I mean, it's not just stupid. It's not just autistic. Like it's deliberately like bad faith. It's deliberately like, you know, almost facetious. Like it's like they're doing that to like basically like, you know, cloud the entire fucking discussion. Like they know it's a stupid fucking point. They're gonna make it anyways because it's a good little fucking zinger. Because anybody who isn't like actively engaged with debating fucking lolicons and shit like that doesn't know how to answer that question off the top of their fucking head. They haven't seen the research, they haven't seen the data, and they don't understand how to articulate the fucking point just yet. So they always love bringing that up because like people who are new to like debating lolicons and shit like that don't know. They don't know how to counter that point.
There's an archive. I might fucking regret this. Right. Is
it the Shoto art?
I don't feel bad about this guy being called a pedophile. Sorry. I'm not gonna look at any more of the images. I don't want to go to jail in the UK. But it's your judgment. We're not talking, damn, looks kind of young. We're talking like, that's a toddler. We're talking, that's a fucking toddler, and it's clearly fetish stuff, including like weird piss fetish stuff.
Okay. Okay, it's that image.
Yeah.
And by the way, I've only seen like the cropped face. I've only seen like the face because someone put it in their fucking video. It's like the face or whatever.
Yeah. You're fucked in the head if that's what turns you on. You're fucked in the head. Having seen the images that were commissioned by Taiga, that private investigator confirmed were commissioned by Taiga, I find it insanely suspect that private investigator did not explain exactly what those images fucking were. Right. Hopefully that shit was not reflected on my glasses. I looked down to try and make sure whatever comes up wouldn't be. Anyway, I like that term. I will from now on be referring to this Taiga person. Hey, okay? This Taiga person really cares. Really cares about precise use of terminology. From this point on, I will be calling Taiga a toddler or baby con. A toddler con. We can all agree these sound ridiculous. Okay, fundraiser stuff. I made a crude joke. Regarding the commission art of my persona, along with well-known characters from Hunter x Hunter, yes, a commissioned art that I liked. It's fine to say you don't particularly like what I've commissioned, nor is anyone saying you have to. However, in no way, shape, or form are any of the characters drawn like or are meant to represent actual children, and it is absurd to make such claims.
What?
Unless it is a lie.
How do you... He said it looked like a toddler. Like there's no mistake. How does it... Okay.
Unless what was in that document is not what's being talked about here. If what is in that document is what's being talked about here,
yeah, no, this document
that
is
looked
just
like
full of
fucking
lies.
little kids, and was clearly for some sort of freak. There was like a little girl in like jean overalls. On her back, two versions. One like just being like her, and one with like piss dripping out and spreading everywhere from her crotch, and a bunch of other stuff. No, you're a fucking freak. In no way, shape, or form are any of the characters drawn like or meant to represent actual children. Hey, perhaps it's not meant to represent an actual child, but it is definitely meant to evoke the sense that is a child you are looking at. It definitely gives the impression of childness. And it is absurd to make such claims. If you truly believe such content is akin to actual CP, What do you mean akin? It's not child abuse material. It's fucking weirdo, fucked brain, pedophile adjacent, freak, spank bank material. Is that clearer for you?
Were those girls? It's
Then I ask
femboy,
you,
whatever.
Have you made such claims or attempts to get rid of the millions upon millions of Rule 34? Hey, unless you change the world and get rid of all weird cartoons, you can't say I'm weird. No, I can. Chances are your favorite waifu or husbando, I don't like anime people, is not over 18. It's a common thing within anime for the characters to be underage. So I genuinely have no idea why it would suddenly be an issue just because the characters are boys. You're being homophobic. Actually, this is homophobia. In regards to the allegations that a minor was posting nudes on our server, no images of minors were ever allowed on the old server. Not that I was even the owner anyway. Context, when I say the old server, I'm referring to a community I was a part of a year before I started VTubing. Okay. I was not the server owner. And ownership was... look! Being super into cartoons and that's your main source of sexual arousal makes you weird. When you add in, I need them to look like fucking little kids. When you add that in, you're a real freak. Sorry, is what it is. Fact. Verified by real American patriots. I was not the server owner and ownership was only transferred to me after the original owner left.
No!
At which point the server promptly died when inactive. RFIDs have been always having banned. Okay, if anything even remotely risky was posted, someone was moved to a minor, the message should be removed. He, she, they should have been kicked, reported, and banned. The notion that I was a bitch about it is just baffling. Haven't read it. Not going back to the archive of that document.
God, bro.
Minors do not belong in a space of adult-themed content.
True.
True. We had one minor on the entire server who we met during the Destiny 2 raid, if I recall correctly. They were given a role that blocked them from interacting with any not safe for work channel as soon as we found out. Just kill all children. Just if someone gives away that they're a kid or you figure it out, just boom, knife them, slice the throat. The person is in question was suicidal, and the moderation team as a team decided giving them that role. Minors should not hang out with adults who are fucking gooning all day in Discord unless
I
they're
hate
suicidal,
this fucking
then
boss
we have to let them in, but give
so
them a
much.
special role.
So
That's weird
much.
as hell. That's very strange. The claims of me not carrying or not removing it is nothing more than a blatant lie. And the suggestion that I was solely responsible for every decision made on the server, I didn't even own it at the time, is ridiculous. I only have a vague recollection of any incident. Do I think the investigator is a liar regarded as some combination? A combination plus probably really, really into these cartoons. I would suspect. I find it insulting that this accusation is being included considering the person making it later did to the minor in question.
Do you think the investigator is a liar regarding or some combination?
Oh
As
my
I
god,
said-
what the
as
fuck?
I said, even with the post itself, they state that due to the fact
Oh,
that
shit.
a direct screenshot of the Taiga, this may need to be taken with a grain
Oh,
of
Spot,
salt.
come here.
They are literally admitting they have no evidence this claim is made up. Screenshot of me discussing Hime pen, presumably Japanese name or something, were all taken before her Google Doc had even been released. At that point, I
Dude.
knew as much as anyone else did.
Dude.
And I was following I don't know what this is.
Are you fucking kidding
Some
me?
images
Oh
shown
my
within
god,
the
dude.
document are false except for admittedly one. The rally cat
Has to announce
tweet of
femboy
"Fuck white
VTuber."
people, am I right, my fellow blacks, was done by me. I was 15 when I tweeted, who cares? Off like a slippery, manipulative anime avatar weirdo. And thanks to a little bit of information brought to my attention by Cope and Seethe on Twitter, Bungo Taiga can officially join those ranks. Forget the incredible Exoneration document that reads like it's written by a 13-year-old fanboy. Forget Taiga's twitlongers. In May 2021, Taiga defended himself with a big old Google document. Let's take a look at it. Oh, turns out nowadays it's private. The internet, however, is of course forever, and there are multiple archives of the full document
Okay, so during the stream, he was never able to access that document, so I guess now.
available. I'm going to leave a step-by-step or more serious analysis to someone else. Today is all about what ticks me off, and we'll be jumping around the document freely. Regarding the allegation that they asked for a 17-year-old's lewd pictures, Bungo Taiga is a bit more talkative here than they ended up being in their 2022 twitlonger. They said, it was an offhanded comment at the time. I thought nothing of it then or since.
It was a bad, edgy joke for shock humor made by a stupid, edgy 19-year-old, which I regret making and am sorry to have made. After I said it, we immediately moved on and didn't think about it again. Okay, so far so good, especially if you can't see the original conversation. If I thought there was even a % of a chance that Ozzy would ever actually send me nudes of someone he or I...
Then why did you ask for it? It doesn't make any sense.
In the screenshot, he makes it clear they had already been deleted. And I asked as a bad joke, knowing full well he couldn't have sent them, knowing they didn't exist anymore. As he said to me, he deleted them. Let's take a look at that screenshot ourselves, shall we? Bruh, a server I'm a mod in, a lewd...
Cope and Seed made a video on Taiga, no. Cope and Seed, they're also very active on Twitter, and they engage with a lot of the shit, drama.
Poster turned out to be under 18, but he's friends with the owner. So I need to go through 20 pages of...
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait. Bruh, a server I'm a mod in, a lewd poster turned out to be under 18, but he's friends with the owner, so I need to go through 20 pages of nudes, deleting them individually. Bruh, for fuck's sake, send me the... So, wait, so Taiga doesn't even know that this person's 17. Yeah, it's bad.
Of nudes, deleting them individually.
That's bad.
Bruh. Either Taiga is literally retarded and doesn't know how tenses work, thinking someone saying they need to do something means they have already done it, or Taiga is willing to blatantly, directly lie, because he knows you won't check. My first reply in the tweets is FFS. Hey, that at least is true, meaning for fuck's sake. The joke was supposed to be the immediate tonal shift of me sounding disapproving and then immediately encouraging it. I didn't say it was a good joke. Upon learning they were 17, I replied with, oh, who cares, because they were 1 year from being 18, and I wanted to reassure Ozzy not to worry too much about deleting the lewds, reassuring him that he probably wouldn't get arrested or anything.
Oh, that's the reinsurance. Oh, okay.
And he knows that now. There was absolutely no malicious intent behind these messages. What's that I smell? Oh. It's bullshit. A lot was omitted to paint this false picture.
Oh, shit.
FFS, send me a blow. Tie that bad, the mod responds. You saw them too. You better share. Just copy it and send it here. Wait, how young? 17. Oh, who cares?
Bro. This is...
Having seen the full screenshot that Taiga was talking about.
Like, you cannot say this is a joke. That is not a joke. That is not a joke. That is a sly little you know what that is? That's not a joke. That's a sly little, like, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey, you know, haha, send him though. Haha, lol, XD. Totally a joke, but not really. There's a hint of seriousness to it, actually. Negro song is out, best.
Do you genuinely believe the oh who cares line is Taiga saying, don't worry, you won't get in legal trouble because they're so close to 18? Or to rephrase that question, are you a schmuck? Are you a chump? Are you a moron? Next up, we have their discussion of Loli and Shota and the art they commissioned. Ladies and gentlemen, even if you are a sicko into that stuff, please stick around, as regardless of my opinion on it and the people who are aroused by such images, there is sliminess here.
And this is why dealing in overly sexual environment is not good. I'm fine with an environment like that if it's moderated and it's age restricted. Okay? If a bunch of 20-somethings want to create a Discord and post a bunch of porn of, like, not lolly, or, like, obviously keep it all, everything is legal, and there's no lolly or there's no fucking feral or anything like that, then fucking go nuts. I don't care. Jerk off until you shoot powder out, okay? I don't give a shit. The problem is, like, Taiga is not moderating their server at all, and they're allowing minors into it despite being an overtly sexual streamer. Like,
there is slipperiness here, there is spinelessness and deception here. Plus, I've heard that even people into some lolly stuff aren't a fan of ToddlerCon. The first mention is on page 1, starting with the elephant in the room, pedophilia. If you've read the doc, then you've seen some private art, Can't be that private if I ended up seeing it.
Private
Just saying.
art.
Let's just
So
get
it wasn't
this out
even
of the
intended
way.
to be
I
public.
don't like kids, and I'm not attracted to kids. I am
That makes
not
it worse.
a pedophile. Brave. Can you imagine if they said otherwise, though? Now, here's where the seeds of slipperiness are planted. The art is what it is. I've gotten Taiga drawn in diapers before. I've
What?
gotten him drawn in water sports art. Both have been addressed well over a year ago in tweets that are now deleted due to harassment, but luckily
Taiga,
some have
why
been
were they
screenshotted
private? Why
and
was
are
it private?
included Here. Taiga being their handle and also the name of the character
makes
they
it fucking
represent
worse,
themselves
dude.
with. They then quickly apologize to anyone disturbed by the content.
'Cause that means
Okay,
you're
so
hiding
next up
it.
we have a tweet that is
That
addressing
means it's not a joke.
diapers and piss stuff, I guess. What are they gonna say? Like, oh, you think it's gross and cringe, but it's just how I am, yada yada. Hey guys, I wanna make a post saying I will no longer associate with the word Shota. My understanding is that Shota is the male counterpart to Loli. It's little boy characters. Not that I really did before, but I want to make it extra clear that I don't wish
Oh.
to be called one. I've had my eyes sort of opened recently, and I'm gonna distract.
Oh, my
myself
eyes
from
have been
certain
open. I
connotations.
realize
This
it's not
is
okay to
just word
sexualize
games.
children.
This is
All right,
playing
cool.
with labels. Why is this term
better late
coming
than
up
never, I
in
guess.
relation to your commissions of your character in diapers or pissing? And how does saying "don't call it that" address that? If it
Yeah.
just is. A
Yeah.
common problem with things like this
Yeah.
is that you can't show people stuff, but they need to see it to understand. So I have curated 2 examples that I think are safe to illustrate why people call them drawings of little boys. Exhibit A potentially entirely
What the
innocent
fuck?
picture. Even uncropped, it's a kid
No,
at a
that
campfire
is
wearing
fucked
little
up.
undies.
What
Could
the
be
fuck,
a
dude?
childhood memory. However, given its context as one of a few commissioned pieces,
Yeah,
and the nature
what?
of the other pieces, I would suggest, unfortunately, that is
Dude.
not what this is. Exhibit B. Oh, it's just a little kid sleeping. It's a wholesome,
this-
cute picture. You could see.
what the fuck?
Oh, this is the water sports one. This is the variation that doesn't have piss squirting out and a look of pleasure on its face. But you see, Taiga has disassociated themselves from the label Shota, and now they're little kid piss fetish art.
Bro, yeah,
Isn't
you
weird?
were
Taiga continues and says, "I'm a little." Where have I heard that?
I'm
term
very
before?
comfortable with calling
Hi
Taiga a
guys.
pedo.
Today I want to talk about what it means to be a little and a little bit more insight about what is age play. Age play is this huge conflicted thing of people arguing that it's just pedophiles and that's really skeevy and gross, but it's not about that at all.
Okay, might need to work on the PR for that one.
You really have to be careful because there are people out there that prey on littles, especially underage ones who are just learning about this community and
Underage
learning the
littles.
word that
Dude, if you're into this shit, you need to be like wall. Just wall. You need just the wall.
describes them so perfectly.
Free advice to Taiga. Maybe you should have left this paragraph out when that is the first video that pops up if you ask YouTube, what is a little? Anyway, back to the manifesto. Taiga said, I'm a little. I like what I like, and my personal private kinks are absolutely not the public's business. Until you tell us, nor do I need...
Dude. You're so fucked. You are actually so fucked. Stay gone. Stay gone. I understand Taiga's getting chased off the internet and they want to come back so, but no, stay gone.
to explain them to anyone. I would never condone the victimization of children.
Dude, it's always, why is it always kids? Why do they have to be kids? If you want to be into pissing and fucking diapers and shit, why does it have to be babies and children? What the fuck is wrong with you?
And I have preyed upon absolutely no one, only commissioned this art. Okay, buddy, okay. Let's hear a bit more about that art then. Keep in mind that the art is even older than these tweets and commissioned while I was still a teenager. You might not know this, but as soon as you turn 20, your sexuality totally changes. I was not yet streaming during any of the timelines where these screenshots were taken, and during my time here streaming in this community, my commissions have been completely unproblematic. God,
Wow,
I'm so
it sounds
sorry
like-
I've been dead shoted.
Wow, that sounds like you're putting on a fucking face and you're putting on a fucking image, right? You realize, oh wait, hold on, I'm putting my likeness out there on the internet and people might actually start investigating me and start looking into the shit that I'm into. So I should probably start moderating, you know, how open I am about my fucking degeneracy, because it might come up and blow up in my face.
It was all from a past identity you had. We mustn't speak of it. No more art has been commissioned like it for well over 3.5 years. Not to mention my character is of age. If I had to place his age in terms of human development today, I would put him in his 20s.
They don't fucking look like it, Taiga. That's a fucking lie. This is the 3,000-year-old vampire bullshit, dude.
It's a cartoon, not a real person. Wait a sec, isn't that normally your line? Unlike in real life, in cartoon world, age really is just a number. What matters is how it looks and the impression it gives. Would anyone really suggest that if an artist produced a photorealistic, hyper-realistic sketch of child abuse, such that, unless you knew it was drawn, it would be indistinguishable from the real thing? If they said, "This is my OC, she's 50, would you then be upset with anyone who called people who jerked off to it thinking it was real pedophiles? Were they being unreasonable? Now that's a thought experiment with an extreme, and Chinese cartoons exist on a spectrum of realness, giving a more abstract impression. But never, ever dare pretend you're not a freak. Never, ever dare pretend it wouldn't be justified to fire you as a babysitter if the parents found out you were into this stuff. And don't you dare try to pull the, well, canonically they're 20 line when you're whacking it to a drawing that looks like this, but with added explosion of piss and facial expression. Sorry for the detour, folks. We'll get back on track now. Another thing, Taiga says, I feel the need to respond to. I am frequently screenshotted saying, "Shotas are hot." Of course, it's just all...
This is literally, this is like Demon Mama's fucking partner. This is Demon Mama's like girlfriend fucking thing that she fucking dates. Dude, it's literally this all over again.
All about a word, this magic incantation, Shota. Here's a cool screenshot where you don't use that word. And in the original document, it was a...
What the fuck is this? Not real, actually like kids. Not real kids, no. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I won't tell on you, blank. I'm not into kids, are you? I don't like real boys or girls, no. They're too annoying. Anime kids are hot as fuck, though. I want to be one and love one. Little boys in animes are just so precious. Bruh, a server, modern. Okay, that's... You're a pedo.
Attached to the earlier one where you were talking about the 17-year-old, so Taiga definitely saw it and was probably looking at it while writing this. The authenticity is not contested that I can see, and I certainly would have contested this one, specifically if it were false, in the same way Taiga later specifically addresses claims of racism, transphobia, and so on. Someone asks, actually like kids? Another responds, not real kids, no. Taiga says, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, they respond. Taiga says, I won't tell on you. They say, I'm not into kids. Are you? I don't like real boys or girls, no. They're too annoying. Anime kids are hot AF though. I want to be one. Oh, there's the little thing. Hey, that crosses over into real life. That's their real life fetish. And love one. Little boys in anime are just so precious. I want to fuck a little boy. The term shota, that's too much though, you know, for the connotations. I'm just confused with this terminology. You'd think those Discord messages would come up at this point discussing terminology, the things Taiga says about these characters, right? That they said they find anime kids hot AF? You'd want to say, that is absolutely fake. I only said shota sometimes and didn't really understand the connotations. Weaselly, deceptive, slithering, creepy, worm. Even if you don't find their desires strange at all, you can see, clear as day, they're not playing a straight game. And to further illustrate that, bearing in mind the quotes that were shown and were in the document Taiga's responding to, here's how Taiga continued on that point. In the past, and occasionally in the present, I used the word shota to describe...
In the present sometimes. Like, they want to dance around it. Dude, no, you need to stay the fuck away. You need to stay the fuck away.
A small framed character, not an age group. You can disagree with that definition, and a lot of people do. That's why I have avoided publicly describing myself
You want to know why? Because they're literally a pedophile. That's why.
as one, or even mentioning it for most of my streaming career. If the use of the word in the past is enough for you to disassociate with me, that's fine. It's your choice, and I respect it. Even if we were to accept this joke of a word game. If what matters is that you were talking about a body type and not an age, what did you mean, Taiga, by kids? Not that I believe anything Taiga says at this point, but it sounds like they think that matters. Skipping forward a bit, surprise, we have more word games. The art. Quote, Bungo Taiga has a consistent habit of commissioning his OC as a child. If you guessed that the objection would be to the word consistent, your prize is in the mail. No, I do not. Again, as stated, the most recent picture shown as evidence is at least 3 years old. The other's even older.
Oh, wow. So it's like older than the kids you jerk off to. Cool.
Bad phrasing. This is not something recent or reoccurring. This entire statement is once again misleading, as well as blatantly false. I'll give you slightly inaccurate, but that's it. A screenshot of a tweet follows. It was irresponsible of me to associate my suggestive drawings of Taiga with the word Shota.
Oh, don't associate it with Shota, guys. But I'm going to still fucking depict it as a fucking kid.
I apologize. I will do better. I hope you all have a great day.
They're actually
Less
20.
than 3 fuck pedophiles. Was that meant to be a heart, or is that your cutoff? It's this again, this sub-autistic commentary of, sorry I used that word. I don't think that's what's freaking people out, buddy. In fact, the people who'd be most freaked out are the people who've never heard that word before and been desensitized in your little freak cliques. This tweet was made over a year ago now, addressing the art. The art was commissioned 2 more years prior to this tweet. This is not new, and something I have already addressed, but since it needs addressing again, I have not commissioned art like this since, and to reaffirm, I apologize. Wait a second, I thought it was just the word that was the problem. Why are you apologizing for the art? Why are you convincing us you've never asked for more? If it was just the use of the term. That's far too close to a direct acknowledgement of the issue people have. I might even start thinking you have a spine. Quick, throw out a whataboutism. It's deflection time again. I've had lewd art of my character drawn with a small petite body type shared openly on Twitter within the last month or so, and
Dude, this is why when like I know inevitably, you know, especially because the way my fucking character is drawn, people might draw like sexual fan art and stuff like that. If I find out any of you fucking people or anybody is depicting my fucking character as like a fucking Shota and shit, you're getting fucking banned immediately. And never mind. I was gonna say something I probably shouldn't have said, but
no one cared. You're all freaks too. You're just pretending.
and so it doesn't leave any imagination. I was gonna say I'm gonna send my fan base to dox you and fucking, but don't. Okay, hold on. Don't fucking do that. Okay, but I swear to fucking God, if that shit happens, like you're getting fucking banned from my community. Like there's no, I'm gonna and you know what? Not only are you getting banned from my community, I'm gonna blast your Discord out. How about that? I won't dox you, but I will blast your fucking Discord out, and I will fucking dedicate a segment on stream to fucking berating you.
Not to be. See how this
Being a
goes?
pedo.
I can only assume this is because it was done by a popular artist. But the fact remains that it contained the same small-framed body as
Careful
the
with the
alleged
wording,
images of child pornography. I could argue even more so. I don't...
It's just like, no, I think, listen, you can make another Discord, okay? If it's really gonna bother you that much. But like I'm gonna make this very fucking clear now and every time I fucking need to, okay? If that is something that people are gonna fucking do with my character, you're getting fucking banned, okay? And there will be repercussions, okay?
Want to see him? I'm not going to look into that. I believe this is inconsistent with the message being pushed by the Google document. No, you just need an addendum. You're all freaks. It's freaks all the way down. If someone is what they accuse you of being, that might just mean they are too, not that you aren't one. The worst offender is a very young-looking version of myself camping in underwear. It's not something I would commission again.
Why not? Wait, why not? I thought it was innocent.
Like I said, that art was commissioned years ago before I even began streaming, and I addressed this a year ago. Gilk knows this full well. He was there supporting me through it. Despite that, he put it in the Google Doc in an attempt to get back at me for banning him. These are not accusations anyone can just walk away from, and I am disgusted anyone would go this far. I still like small framed characters. Then why wouldn't you commission more? And I try my very best to not refer to them as shotas and or lollies anymore. Sometimes it slips.
The fact you have to
Sometimes the person
try.
around does
The
so
fact you
first.
have to
How often
try.
you having discussions about shota and lolly with people, buddy? And I feel more comfortable assuming they use it the same way. Under no circumstances do I liken these images to real children. Sorry, this is too much. You're gonna tell me that none of these kinds of images are intended to bear the likeness of a child, and you get no impression from these drawings that it's a depiction of a child. It is not a hyper-realistic, photorealistic image. There is some abstraction and stylization.
So what are we listening to? We're listening to this expose on Bungo Taiga being a literal fucking pedophile.
But it gives child vibes.
Not the person who drew Fembro as a shota. That will be my greatest.
Ooh, bullshit. Taiga, who is apparently openly a little, someone who does age play, pretends to be a kid for sexual purposes, said they want to be an anime kid, but they don't view those cartoons as being childlike at all.
You think if Tipster would have defended Taiga, is he never defended Vosh or became friends with Keffels after leaving the commentary community? Wait, what are you asking? I think if Tipster would have defended Taiga, is he never defended Vosh or became friends with Keffels? I don't know what you're asking.
Well, they don't liken them to a kid, even slightly. It's only a body type. You see, it's all abstract and doesn't connect to any pre-existing concepts in the mind. Shut it. Shut the fuck up. If the argument is that the characters' ages in some of the art is the problem and not the body types, then I'll concede that. Wait, but earlier to Taiga, the issue was the age. They were explaining, oh, when they say shota, they mean a body type, not the age. Now we're working off the body type being the problem, not the age, and it's only some people who care about the age. I think this Taiga fellow has no fucking values or position at all, just does what feels good and then justifies it in the moment any way they can. Would you fancy that? I tried my best to age up the characters in most of the pieces.
Oh, I tried my best to, like, why would you need to do that? If you're not a pedophile, why would you need to do that, Taiga?
And do not intend to going forward. All of
God,
these
this
pieces,
person
aside from
fucking
Lin's art, were
sucks.
commissioned well over 3 years ago. This is not art I'm sharing around to people I meet today. Why even pretend to care? It's so transparent. But hey, sad sack apology time is over. It's time to manipulate again. Off topic, but it needs mention. I don't understand how this is even remotely a child. I don't understand why this was described as child pornography and Gilkstock.
Are you fucking kidding me? How are you going to say all of that and now say, I don't understand how people say it's a fucking lolly? Like, are you fucking kill yourself? Actually kill yourself. In Minecraft. Jesus.
This isn't even a small framed character. Ooh, all the lolicons hop in. Ooh, all the lolicons are getting fired up, right? He called it child pornography. He compared it to real child sexual abuse, but Control F in his document. Child pornography, not a term used, even once. In the section of the original call-out that shows that image, and many others that I am not surprised Taiga didn't want to include in their document,
Wait,
the
why
only
is it
written
me?
statement reads, Bungo Taiga has a consistent habit of commissioning artwork of his original characters as children, aging from prepubescent to just older than an infant. All of these images are sexual in nature and are largely kept private. Bungo Taiga also will often crop this pornography of underage characters to show it on Twitter, on his live streams, and create profile pictures. The images pictured below are all confirmed to be commissioned by Bungo Taiga. I feel that saying, hey, one of his multiple examples isn't insane absolute freak shit, isn't the most potent snapback here. And we all know that he called it CP line is bait for the lolicons to go and wage a war for them. But Taiga says, this is just one example of the level of disingenuousness that is being presented throughout a majority of Gilk's document. Okay, Taiga, why didn't you show us some more? Show us some more examples of how he was being disingenuous by claiming the images are what he described. Show us a few more. I've gotten some art of Taiga in diapers, and some art of my adult character fully clothed pissing themselves. Hey folks, art's subjective, but I would absolutely not describe...
Like, bro, I still like Taiga, but nothing, but not him advocating for the Shota thing. This makes me sad. I would say if that genuinely crosses a line for you, do not fucking support Taiga. Do not fucking do it. I would say if it genuinely makes you uncomfortable, do not fucking support Taiga. Right? Because they're not being honest here. They're not being honest here. They're being hand-wavy, wish-washy. They don't fucking actually care. They don't actually give a shit, okay? Taiga 1000% is still jerking off to that Shota shit in the fucking background. They're just gonna keep it more on the down low, right, this time. Like, they clearly aren't condemning any of this shit.
Describe this as an adult character. Oh, but on the wiki it says 200. Is it the age that someone made up for it that turns you on? Or is it how it looks? And how does it look? It's just a picture of my, adult character. Fuck you. This is true. Is it weird to some? Yes, I would suggest. More than weird to more than some. I can only imagine it must be. Does this make me a pedophile? No, it simply does not. I know some of the art might be shocking and gross, and it's not something I would or have commissioned today. I'm sorry you had to see it. Sorry, did you get conversion therapy? Again, why wouldn't you if it's fine? And you said you're still into that kind of thing. So, have I commissioned some weird and very kink?
If they were honest, they would justify it. They would justify it by at least would give him some grace. Wait, what? Would it? If they were honest, would it justify? Wouldn't justify it by at least it would give him some grace? Wait, what? I'm so confused.
Eccentric art in the past? Yes. My piss is boiling. We're back to, oh, the problem's the kinks, it's the pee-pee stuff. Have I done it since then, 3 years ago? No. I apologized for it a year ago, and I'll apologize for it again. Why? If it's fine. I'm sorry I commissioned this art. However, I am not a pedophile. Gonna be real with you, not a sentence you would catch me saying for myself under any circumstance. Anyway, this has been longer than I meant anyway. Let's skip to the conclusion of this issue. In conclusion, I've commissioned art and used terms in the past that can be considered problematic. It's not a lifestyle I'm currently endorsing. I've made dumb jokes that I thought no one could take seriously.
Oh,
for years
you're a moron if you actually took me seriously when I said little anime boys are hot. You know, you're an idiot if you ever thought that was a joke.
Old Taiga. He's learned. He's developed new arguments, more powerful, effective rhetoric. How much better is one of his more recent statements? Chances are, he said in August 2022, your favorite waifu or husbando is not over 18. It's a common thing within anime for the characters to be underage, so I genuinely have no idea why it would suddenly be an issue just because the characters are boys. People are just homophobic. They're just the same, you know. They like a picture of a woman with triple G breasts, but her Wikipedia says she's 17. Taiga whacks it to a cartoon of a 2-year-old, alone, vulnerable, and naked in the woods. Looks like it's time to drink the toddler piss, bigot. But, as usual, that's just another one of my harmful opinions.
Dude, I fucking hate the fuck out of Taiga. I'm so glad, dude. I always got like really weird bad vibes from Taiga. Like they would show up in my feed sometimes and I would see like the weird fucking highly sexual art. Dude, I should have fucking really listened to my gut. I always got like fucking weird vibes from them. Now, obviously I wasn't guessing that they were literally a pedophile like this video is showing me, but shit. You know, obviously I didn't guess that, but I'm like, this person's kind of a fucking freak. Like they're like openly like doing this disgusting shit.